Welcome back to The Double Take. I'm Ethan Mitchell.
And I'm Josiah Mitchell.
And today, Josiah's obviously drinking a cup of coffee.
Yes, I am, and it is a fantastic cup of coffee from one of my friends. She noticed that I was getting low on coffee, so I was showing up to the coffee shop she works at, and she gave me a bag of coffee.
Yeah, sometimes she gives us a pity view, so
she does.
Shout out.
Yeah,
appreciate
shout
you.
out. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for the
listening.
caffeine. Yeah,
thanks for the caffeine. I needed it today.
Yeah, no caffeine. What a awesome thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that men and women are different. So let's jump right in.
So, like we said, men and women are different. I don't know if you've noticed that.
It might come as a surprise. I hope not, but maybe.
Fellas, I'm sure there have been those times where you're talking to a female friend, say you're interested in her, and you're telling her one thing, and she reads into it and gets something totally different.
That happens all too often.
Absolutely. Recently, I was speaking to a group of people, and there happened to be women in the group, and I was saying one thing positively. I was saying, I'm doing things a little bit differently than this male did in the past. And one of the women said, well, this person does it that same way. And I said, well, I thought this. I couldn't say this out loud to her. But I said, how did you get that out of what I was saying?
Yeah, so men and women interpret things differently. And you have to be so careful with how you communicate with women, especially if attraction is there, because you're going to send signals regardless of if you want to or not. If there's attraction there, sometimes especially years ago, back in high school, whatever. If there was a girl who I knew was interested in me, I could easily send her signals to let her know, hey, what's up, or you just. What I think is you have to have character to do this, or you don't lead her on. That's a really good thing. Don't lead girls on for no reason, all right? Because girls will interpret things, just like guys will interpret things.
Yeah. Girls, please don't lead guys on for no reason.
Yeah, it'll get them down bad.
I've been there
for a long time.
I got a story.
Yeah, it's hard. Guys and girls interpret things differently, so you want to be. Whenever you're communicating, you want to be as clear as possible about what you mean, and even ask questions.
I got a story, bro.
Well, let's hear it.
You remember that one time where I was interested in that girl? She said she was interested in me, but she had just recently broke up with her boyfriend a week before. So I was definitely a rebound, but I didn't realize that at the time. And so we were.
I think we did, but you were kind of
well, I didn't want to accept it. I was like, me, a rebound? Come on, dude.
Look at me, dude.
Man, I ain't no rebound. I'm a scorer. But anyways, so we were talking for probably 3-4 months, and when we came back to school that second semester, we were going to still be super close and then hopefully start dating at the end of that semester, or so I thought. And first week of school, we're texting or whatever, and she's like, hey, can we have a conversation? We talk, and she's like, I don't want there to be, any expectations. I just want us to be able to have this semester to just be friends and this, that, and the other. And I was like, absolutely. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Put her there.
Yeah.
And so then I told Ethan about that conversation, and he was sitting there thinking, that's not at all the way that I heard it.
I also did a little bit of investigation. I was like, wait, what? Really? Is this really what you mean? Because I was her friend as well. And it turned out that she was basically saying, let's not date.
Yeah. She sent me a text, and it was kind of tough because she sent me a text, and the text said, hey, I didn't realize I didn't communicate these things, but actually I see no future with you. I have no interest in you. Goodbye. And I was like, dang.
And that's exactly how you want to say it. I mean,
Yeah.
I wouldn't say the way that you interpreted that was how she should have.
Oh, absolutely.
What she should have said in person.
Yeah, totally.
Instead of this run around all these cliches.
Because, I thought we were on track to start dating.
Yeah, be friends, have that friendship move into something else. Whereas she was like, this is me softly letting you go. Anyway, I'm glad that ended. But, speaking of down bad, Josiah, over that break, we were throwing nails, right? Because we were redoing our basement, and you were down, but you shot your hand twice with a nail gun.
Yeah. We were redoing our basement. I was fixing up a soffit.
Yeah.
Blue collar, if you know what a soffit is. And I was thinking about this girl and thinking about what was kind of going wrong, because I was starting to think that there was something going on. And as I was thinking about her, because I'm only one-track minded, which is another difference between guys and girls, but I'm one-track minded, I shot my middle finger right in the middle of it with a nail gun. Boom, nail went right into it. And I said, man. And then I went right back to building that soffit, and the very next nail I shot, boom, right into the knuckle of my pinky.
I remember.
And I was like, "Are you kidding me?"
I know. I remember you coming down and being like, "Ugh," and Dad was like, "Son, what are you doing?" And
yeah, and I was there was
you're just sitting there
blood dripping all over the
hand.
floor.
Yeah, that was crazy. But that was we
man.
actually had a really great time actually after that, right?
Yeah, we
Didn't
did.
Dad
Dad was like, you know what?
let's take a break.
Let's take a break.
Let's
we,
hang out.
We took a break and we went and drank some coffee as a family. We went and sat outside.
Yeah.
That was a really meaningful moment.
Seriously, I remember that because it was
Yeah.
like fall. It felt really nice outside.
I was really, really sad.
Yeah, we were both like, I think that's before we realized like the weather really affects us, me specifically, and we were just like feeling kind of sorrowful. It was in between semesters, yeah, but it was just. I mean, speaking of down bad, it was just it was kind of rough. But here's the thing: like guys do interpret things differently, because when we're hopeful, we interpret with that hope and with that expectation. You know, because we want to be positive and we want to be optimistic about what you're saying if we like you, and so you want to communicate effectively. If there is no future, you say, instead of there's no future, say like finish that. There is no future with you.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey,
I would love to be friends, but that's it. There's no moving forward. There's no tomorrow. There's no future with you in a relationship that's anything beyond friendship. Yeah. And guys might take that hard, but
that's actually loving in the long run, because it helps them be like, okay, boom, closed door.
It puts a period on it, whereas guys, they love to be like, oh, like this week? Like you don't want to date like this week?
Yeah, like you said you didn't want to date, but like, does that mean just today?
Yeah, like you said you never wanted to see me ever, stop stalking you, but like, were you serious about that? Because like I was getting the feeling from across, the street that
when I was looking at you in my binoculars,
I thought maybe.
And you were writing in your journal, and the journal entry for today,
I can quote it to you, but like I knew you feeling me.
Guys, they need an explicit yay or nay.
Absolutely.
Especially when it comes to the nay part.
Yeah, seriously, because guys are just, they're hopeful. And I think women are too. Actually, I know they are.
Yeah.
Because, well, here's the thing. Like, when you value something, you don't want to just let it go when it's vague terms, right? If it's
so
vague,
guys, don't be vague with girls.
And listen, here's the hard thing. And honestly, we've been promising a breakup video. This is kind of that way. Yeah. This is like half of it, but we'll give a bigger one later. Yeah. Anyway, when you're breaking up, do not sit there and purposefully half break up with her so that she's still wrapped around your finger.
Oh yeah,
it's so unloving
because it's like a little ego boost to have her like in your back pocket just in case other things fall through.
Absolutely, and I understand that, because there's been times when like you see someone who used to like you move on, and you're like, oh man, I guess
it is a weird feeling though.
Yeah, it is a little bit. You're like, I guess I didn't mean that much. It's been
nobody likes me now.
It's been 5 years since she liked me, and she just moved on. I guess it's over.
Wait, she got married?
She got married?
You told me she got over me?
We dated 5 years ago, and she married now? What's she thinking? It's guys, like, it is an ego boost to have a bunch of girls. And same deal with girls. And honestly, I've seen girls do this just horribly. Like, I've seen a lot of girls just give off the vibes to guys that they're like guys will be like, well, this girl's totally flirting with me, and then you'll talk to her, like her friends will talk to her and be like, yo, that guy said you're flirting.
I can't stand him.
That's my personality. I'm being friendly. I'm sorry. Flirtation friendliness should not be interpreted as flirtation. It just shouldn't be. Like when girls say they're friendly, that genuinely is, in my opinion, what I've seen, that has been an excuse to pull guys in and to throw out, like, they got 10 poles, right? Throwing out bait.
Just seeing which one
takes a bite. If I get 7 bites on 10 poles, come on, bring me that money. It's just, it blows my mind. And it really is sad, because you got these 7 dudes. I remember, oh my gosh, dude. I remember this, dude. Sophomore year, which was like 2.5 years ago. I'm hanging out with my bud, and he, Carter, and he's talking about this one girl, and he was like, I don't care, I'm name dropping. I was hanging out with him anyway, and he was talking about this girl, and he was like, yo, like, I think she feeling me, and I was like, you can just, I'll put your name on the list, bro. I promise. Like this girl specifically, you feel it, he feels it, I did feel it, that guy felt it. Like, and his dad felt the vibes. Felt the vibes as in like, oh, she's into me. She's interested. Because she was just friendly, right? Which is just like, it's, please don't be that way. Don't be a super friendly girl.
It is good to be friendly, or it's good to be warm.
Conservatively friendly. Yeah. Like, it's okay to be a friend to somebody, but not in the way that it's like, hey, what's up? How are you?
Hey, I've been missing you. Where have you been?
I haven't seen you all day.
It's then it's like,
yo.
Man, she been thinking about me?
Yeah. And then,
she notices when I'm not there?
And then if you're a girl and you're super friendly to a guy, and then that guy notices that, wait a minute, he's going to start feeling something, and he's like, okay, I don't necessarily like this. And then she's going to go do it to his buddy. That can put those guys at odds because they're both like, this person is interested in me, and we both kind of like her. You know, that happened to us at one point.
It did.
Which was awful. That
was same girl that played me that I talked about earlier.
No. Off that combo.
Yeah,
but anyway, that was tough.
Yeah, so guys and girls are different, but in like manner, they are similar because they're hopeful in relationships.
Absolutely.
You know, and they both need clear communication when it comes to feelings.
Absolutely.
When it comes to romantic feelings, they need a clear, yes, I do like you. I do think you're attractive. I do want to go out with you. Or, oh, I'm sorry, I've been giving off this vibe, if that's appropriate. No, I do not like you like that. I'm not interested in you in that way. I think you're a great person, but it's just not going to happen between us ever.
Yeah. And it is good to communicate.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Like, over-communicate. That's a really good thing. All right? And guys, girls are not your bros. Like girls should be treated with respect, right?
Absolutely.
With dignity. Right? You should be charitable when you're speaking of women, when you're speaking to women. I mean, you go back a couple hundred years ago, a woman would walk in, a guy would take off his hat, and he would stand up,
offer her a chair.
They would he would be talking to his friend, and they'd be cutting up about cattle or whatever. We like westerns.
Yeah.
They'd be cutting up about the range whatever
conditions,
it comes to.
You know,
gunfighters for sure. As soon as a lady walked in, bro, that talk, that jargon, it's over. Because you want to respect, right? Women were valued. They were so valued. And honestly, with the rise of feminism, with women can do anything men can do, women
aren't
men,
different than men.
They're very they're super similar. Now we live in a culture where guys can talk to girls just as dirty as they would talk to their boys. And that's messed up.
Well, it's messed up on two levels. Number one, guys shouldn't be talking that dirty.
Yeah, straight up.
And then number two, especially not around women.
Right.
And that's also the rise of the bruh girls.
Oh man, I've had a bone to pick with the bruh girls for years and years. It is a hill I will die on. I will take a bullet to the chest over this. Please, girls, never say dude, never say bruh, and don't ever call me dude or bruh. Like it's like instant friend zone. All right, so that's number one. Number two, you're not my bro. Number three, you're not my dude. All right, you're nothing like that. Sorry. You're not a guy. You're a girl. You can say like something different that's not referring to me as ya boy, because I ain't. All right?
Yeah. Baba.
Yeah. Okay? Shoot me. All right? Please don't. But
so,
yeah. That's a hill.
In conclusion, a lot of thoughts.
A lot of thoughts
coming from that side of the table today.
Okay, sorry.
No. It's been good.
It's been good. How have you liked it? Just listening.
I've enjoyed it. Guys and girls are different.
They are.
We're probably going to need a little bit more pointed video at some point on how they're different. And
this is just a warm-up.
Breakups are hard.
Breakups are super hard. They're super hard. Over-communicate.
Be careful of people's feelings.
Yeah. You want to be very kind and charitable because people hurt. That's the thing. They hurt.
Yeah, they do.
And honestly, if we could all understand that, like, we could be the cause of that hurt, or we can be the reason that they don't hurt. Like, let's take that not for granted. Let's take that seriously and be kind in our words. And honestly, sometimes guys, especially, the kindest thing you can do is cut it off immediately or not show interest. girls will walk up and say, "Oh, hey," and they'll like want to have a conversation. You're
You're
like, "Yeah, cool."
Sorry, I'm actually just gonna hang out with my buddies.
Sometimes you gotta be rude to be kind. All right, not rude in the way that it's like I don't care about you, I don't want to talk to you, but in the way that it's like, sorry, I'm just not interested.
Conversation, know, stuff like that. But
in conclusion,
anyways, a lot of random thoughts about some good things, some heavy subjects. Coming up, we are gonna publish a video soon about breakups because we both been through one or two of them apiece, and they've been difficult. For one or the other of us, and
both of us,
at
different times, and sometimes at the same time. So anyway, stay tuned.
So that's a wrap for us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. If you stuck through this whole video, you are a stud.
Absolute stud. We appreciate you.
Yeah. So we promise we'll do another one soon.
Yeah.
So come on back.
Until then, y'all have a great day, great week, and as always,
be good.